Kenny.
How y'all doing? What's going on, love?
Yo, it's the lip lipping. They have me down pack with that. I'm like, yo, I meet somebody who can match my energy. And I'm going to say this. I did not kiss him for his lips to be this pink.
You see how the viewers thinking? Everybody's thinking the same thing. Hey, you're thinking, why?
No,
we didn't kiss.
It's called preemptive strike.
I'm gonna just put this disclaimer out here
before front take here. So you address the situation beforehand. Because I know Albert probably saying, but how Kenny walking, his lips dry, it looking this way, and now it wet, moist, and red.
And he have all
you
that
making
money.
Me look
and
real
he left
suspect.
All that money in his pocket. What she do for the, you know what I mean?
You making me look real suspect.
Yeah, it looked like what happened. But for those of you that don't know, I went to the store and asked for something to drink. And listen, I'm gonna shout out people who give bad customer service. You guys are stupid. Let me tell you something. We asked for something. If you was on the other side, that's why that kid got shot over the French fries. Let me tell you something. Stop being stupid. Okay. That's why my lips are red. But she's wearing lipstick. What's happening in New York? I'm funny man Kennyken. How y'all doing out there?
I tell you.
You know, we was over here cracking jokes before the show started. This is an interesting interview.
Really?
Yes, you know.
That's
Trinidad
good.
and Haiti on the MIC.
You
know what I'm saying?
You see, he licked the lip again. That's why I'm saying he just can't help it. His reflex at this point. It's all right. It's okay, Kenny. It's all right. I got you. I got your back, your front, your side.
Ladies, let me know if I should stop licking my lips, though. I don't know. Should I? Not because I don't want the chappiness.
Yeah.
When I meet you, you got something to say about me when you
You know
walk
what?
away.
I should have just
like,
walked with some Vaseline.
Why his lips is dry like that?
Yo, Albert, you have any Vaseline in the corner? I could help you out. It's okay. I got you. I told you, I got you.
Look, they found
That's
Vaseline.
what we're talking about. Performance Vaseline. Beat all talk.
Let me tell you never use a solo small size Vaseline like that, because most people don't put Vaseline on their lips, so you have to think about what. So let's move on.
Oh my God. Yo, okay.
Think. Why is it so convenient? He got a little Vaseline.
Moving on.
We understand he stole it from the dollar store, but how you got that little one? You didn't want the big one? You didn't want the big one.
All right, guys. So you already see what time it is. In the studio, we have Kenny Man. I'm your host, Javelle Marie. Right? We have Kenny. So I'm gonna be interviewing Kenny. So Kenny is a comedian that turned his dark side into something light and positive. He's originally from Miami, so he come from far. He's been, I would say he foot a little hot. He mouth a little hot too, you know, but that's just because he and I was talking before, you know, but I'll let you all be the judge of that. You see you lick your lips again. What do you think this is?
I knew I was going to make eye contact. Let me go forward, yo. Let me go forward. What y'all thought?
Lick your lips a lot. Lick
your
lips.
Right.
Stop.
So, you know what? The first thing I want to do is identify the flag that you basically wave, which is Haitian, right?
Yes. Those y'all don't know, funny man Kennyken is Haitian. I was born in the United States. I was born in Miami, and my mother and father. And it's like the best of both worlds. Because it's with any Caribbean, American and Caribbean person, because you have the American side to your life, then you have the morals and the disciplines of the Caribbean side of your life. Because I've gotten beatings. Okay, I'm snitching. They beat me. One time, one held me and beat me, and the other one was beating me. It was crazy. I don't even understand, but I learned a lot. Discipline was serious. But I'm Haitian, and talking earlier, a lot of people ask this, and you're not the first person. Do I speak Creole? Parle Creole? Yeah, busy parle Creole, my parle. But for now, I talk English.
Okay. So let me ask you this: so when you wanna get a little extra spicy with the ladies, right, or that special lady, do you think that Creole works better in? I'm curious.
It depends on what you're saying.
It depends on the situation too.
Yeah, and it depends on the situation.
So what kind of situation you had to talk Creole?
I've never had to, but I've had someone ask me Creole in the ear, and we weren't doing nothing yet. But that was cool, because I was like, oh, bitch, with me. I said, what do you want me to say? She didn't know what I said.
Yo! And she just was like,
she was like, oh,
Kenny.
Yeah. She was like, it sounds so nice. Say something else.
Oh my God, Kenny. Parlez français, vous.
Yeah, everything she asked me, I just made a joke out of it. But I tried to say it slowly, because Creole is misinterpreted for French.
Mhm.
It's not French.
Right.
It's it's a dialect of French, but it's like the slang. It's like what you hear on the streets with the ops and all that and all that.
Right.
That's what Creole would be.
Got
It's the Ebonics. I don't even know if that's a word anymore.
No, I understand.
Yeah, it's like the Ebonics of just a dialect of French language. So,
That's sexy.
like people be saying stupid things. They be like, "You speak Haitian?" Like, why you say that? Do you not know these educated ones?
So
I don't talk to them.
when
They can't be around me. Security said no.
listen, I feel you. I get it. Like when people ask me dumb shit, I just stay silent.
Stay silent. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
Let
like,
them
how
think
do
about
you
what they said.
respond? How do you respond? You know what I mean? Like, really, how do you respond? I'm not like you, where I can talk another language. I mean, I can talk Trini.
But Trini is like it's that being Trinidad. You speak, people think that you're speaking another language. I often tell American people, I be like, just listen to what she said, and you'll hear the word. I think she's talking Jamaican. She's not Jamaican.
I've literally had people ask me if I'm doing a mixtape.
Oh,
Yeah, for real. Like, what?
what do you?
Yeah, like, like you're rapping. Like, what do you mean by rapping?
I'm trying to tell you
this is me, my natural twang, But I guess, it's sexy for some.
I like, I grew up around some Trini, and I see them in their different habitats and everything. Favorite jokes that I love saying on stage. I love saying this about
he
Trini
coming
people.
in with the Trini joke.
My comedy's based off of reality. What I tell. So many people, like especially the men. You ever see the men? The men, to them, everything is a boy. Right? Boy, you're looking real good there, boy. Any red there, boy.
Yeah.
Microphone nice there, boy. The system there nice, boy. Everything nice, boy. Your shoes there nice, boy. Everything boy.
Everything
And I'm like,
is a boy.
but I like when they say girl because they put the emphasis. Gil. I'm like, hey, you better come. He's calling you. He's calling you. Go. He's gonna slap you. Go. Gil with it. Go. Shh. Don't know. I'll stay in the closet. Don't worry. Just go. He's looking for you.
Don't do it.
I'm not going in the closet. No.
Oh shit. So Kenny, tell me about you. Who is Kenny?
Kenny's a person who looks at life from a funny. I look at the humor in everything. I'm the person that starts to laugh. That I'm him. It didn't take much for me to realize what I was doing, but when I realized what I was doing, I was really happy because I think I did a show in Brooklyn about and I started doing comedy 2004. Next week will be my 19-year anniversary.
Oh shit, you
comedy
old
for
as fuck.
19 years. You supposed to say, damn.
You old as a motherfucker.
I'm not that old. Yeah, I ain't gonna front my high school.
I mean,
pictures
I'm
in
just
black and
saying.
white, but that's not the point of the story.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
Seeing that you're a
years.
comedian, when you smile, I see in potholes.
Seeing puddle.
Yeah,
Well,
that's some Trini humor right there. Only a Trini would understand.
Where is puddle? Where is that? Tell me now, boy. What are they, boy? What are they, boy?
I love it.
No one not Chinese subject. What is that, there, boy? That's not Trini people. And then they fasten it. That Chinese subject now, boy.
Yeah.
No man. We'll talk later. Let's talk later.
Oh my god! Like, damn, that was fast. That was fast.
It be true.
Yeah.
I had a homeboy who, when he used to get in trouble, and his father used to chase him out, so I used to stand to the side because I ain't want them to crash into me because I'm small. I'm not a big guy. Right. So they fly past me. Hey, boy, don't ever come back here again, boy. I'm killing you.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, if you kill him, everybody, so you did it, so you can't do it. You're a witness. Everybody, all the neighbors, you heard, all the neighbors. I just joking with you. Come back.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's a toxic Trini.
Your son had to do something. Why somebody want to kill you, bro? But let me tell you a little bit about me. Like I'm a comedian who really took serious. I was blessed where I guess my personality and who I was resonated with love. The fact that I made them laugh, and it wasn't like it was something hard. I've been doing this since I was a child. I remember before we started, I was telling you one of my coolest long-term memories was when I was a little boy. 3rd or 4th grade, my friend Caroline, if you're watching, I told you, right? So we sitting across the table from each other in school, and she looks at me, and I think I must have said something funny, but I'm always funny anyway, and said, you should be a comedian. She said it just like that, and I remember bumping into her years later, and I was like, you remember when you said that? She was like, yeah. I said, remember, I'm going to give them your phone number. Diane Sawyer's coming to talk. Okay, because we need to know about Kenny.
Right.
And it was always something that was natural to me. I was always the one that was in the middle of gaming. Most people smile. And I think it was somebody that came out of a comedy show. I invited them to a comedy show. And he was like, nah, I can't go no. Oh man, I just got fired, man. Oh man, my girl left me, man. I'm trying to find someplace for me to sleep. I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't gotta sleep. But come to comedy show, you'll feel better. I guess he really didn't have nothing to do, and he came to the comedy. And I forgot. After the show, I did amazing on the show. He came and he hugged. But you know the difference in the hug. It was a genuine hug. I felt the warmth in it. I ain't feel no no pressure, no threat. Thank you. Come to the show. So much better. You know what? I'm gonna just let God handle it. And that was really nice. Like that he did that and he acknowledged that I acknowledge personally. I can change how they tend to frown upside down. I can make you feel better. Even if it's for a moment, even if it's for a moment, it's something for you that I'm able to. I call it my superpower. Well, that's what I call it. I say, my dad said this. He said, everyone has something.
Kenny man.
And funny man, he just makes everyone. I've accepted that to the point where I look back at my life and I'm like, how did stuff come? Thank God I grew up. Oh, shout out to everybody that grew up without a cell phone and cameras and the world star. Woo!
I know.
I might have been viral by now. Woo!
I know, right?
The stuff I've done.
I know, right?
And it's crazy because the stuff I've done, it brought me to the, you always hear the story if you go back in time. I probably wouldn't change much, but the funny thing is, I'm glad I bred to be a mechanic. My dad sent me to school for mechanic. Tried to get me to be a mechanic, and nails are dirty. I don't hang out with no girls. Like, that guy's fat. He'd been there since last week. It was not a good look, and so I quit and went to work at Petland. And and I started, you liking the girls, the hormones are raging. You need money. And this is like 95, whatever, So you want to get with the fella. Money. Never look back at mechanic. It's like really, I came wow, and by the grace of God, I'm doing well.
Right.
Yeah, people are timing and people are booking me. People are calling me. I'm posting it for shows. I do all my. If any of you ever follow. I am the funny man Kennyken on all the graphics and all the work is me. Nobody there's a saying, if nobody's gonna book you, book yourself.
Invest in you.
Invest in you. I booked myself on comedy. You can get up to about $400 to $500 a night. I've booked myself and made thousands of dollars. I've made myself a headliner so many times. I'm like, I ain't you the headliner. I'm like, yeah, you shut your mouth. Just shut your mouth and host the show, brother. What you mean you the headliner? Chill, brother, you talking loud. And it made me more. It gave me more notoriety. People recognized me as opposed to just being a local comic that was room to room. And 19 years later, numbers don't lie. Just this year alone, I'm gonna tell you a fun fact. Just this year alone, I did maybe well over 53 shows, right? The reason why I know that number, fun fact about me, I print every flyer I've ever had. Okay. Ever. I think it was like 5-6 years ago, I went to go duplicate of my flyers. And while I'm at the thing, I'm seeing my other flyers. I'm like, and I've been doing it ever since. I went back to my MySpace page. That's how far back I had to go to find flyers. Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, I was doing comedy when I had MySpace. And what's the login? Oh my God. I found it. I made it the login. That's my Facebook login. So now I can go to it if I want to right now.
Right.
Yeah, it's open, and one of my friends that hit me up. I don't know. I think they all grew old and died. Who even says MySpace anymore?
Absolutely no one.
But I print all my flyers because I believe in infamy. I believe in living forever. And
I mean, not only that, but it's just it basically that shows your footprint.
Mm-hmm.
It shows where you start, and you can always look back and look forward and see your improvement. Because where you start is not where you finish, right? And obviously, you would have had goals. You would have set goals. I love the fact that you spoke about, you being in a position change someone's mood. Like as an individual, having your superpower, as you call it. How does that make you feel, knowing that there could be other people in the audience when you're performing? You don't know the type of day they had, and you're the perfect medicine to make them feel like it doesn't matter.
It's like an anointing that comes over. How you realize posted now. I think it went hand in hand with the universe. They think, but I can't prove it. I don't need to prove it.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's in my heart, and I know what the universe held as time out. I have things that were in front of me. Quick story: I broke up with a woman. I'm doing comedy for
you. Didn't lick your lips, right?
I didn't like her. That's why I don't like her no more. I don't like you. You're not my friend. Hope you're looking at the end. See where I am on the TV, huh? Then I tell you, when you see me again, you're gonna be like, "That's Kenny." Right, still look good. Right. So I broke up. I was dating this girl, and I ended up moving in, and I stopped doing comedy. Right, and we broke up. Fast forward the story, we broke up. We weren't seeing. She wasn't supportive. I broke up with at least 3 people. You know who you are. And talk crap about this comedy. Don't never ask someone to choose. I can come back to see you tonight after my show. It's like when you got to go to work. Oh, I'm feeling lonely. I want you to stay home from work. No, I used all my sick days. I can't go. I can't stay. I can't. Not today. And now you mad at me. So it was one of those situations. We broke up. Everybody was, I told you so. I told you so. And I broke up with her. Driving back to New York. Remember this, right? We were driving back to New York, and my phone rang. This is a tip for you people that are in entertainment that are looking to do something and making influence. Don't change. Just block the person you don't want to talk to, or ignore them, whatever you. Because I'm driving back. I'm driving back to New York, and my phone rings. I pick up the phone. I pick up for anything. You call 000, still picking.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm an entertainer, and I get a lot of my shows by picking up my phone, my bookings. So people see me. My number is literally on the internet. So you want to call me? Call me. If you start crank calling me, I will block. It is not a problem. People are like, I changed my number because they was calling too. You know how much opportunities you might have lost?
Yep.
So
block.
We're driving back to New York, and I don't know if you remember me. Gave me your card a few years ago. And I was like, what's up? You're this funny man, Kennyken. We're putting on a comedy show. We'd like to have you on stage. Mind you, I haven't done comedy in a year and a half. God removed that, and the first thing, I didn't even make it home yet. My mama, but you know, mama, thank you, mama, thank you, mama. The bed was, I'm so happy she had dinner waiting for me, right? My old slippers with it too, right? It was a good thing, and we're going back. And when he called me for that show, guess where the show was at? After not doing comedy, after listening and following a female, the first show I did after coming back to comedy was at Radio City Music. Wow. They don't even do comedy at Radio City Music Hall. This is the Rockettes and some Disney on Ice, I think. Yeah. The symphony, the opera lady, whatever. So I'm like, what do you mean Radio City Music Hall? I'm a person, if you give me an address, depending on where I'm at in the city, I'll go to that address. Yeah. I do it all the time because I've turned down shows. I get there and I see the bullet holes in the window. I'm like, no. Y'all tied the door with a string, huh? No, we're not doing comedy here. You know, so I've done it. Right. And I get there and I'm like, really, Radio City? So I go and I'm like, I think I'm 2 weeks before the show. They recorded real professional setup, and they gave me and they gave me best category. In all those years, they've never done comedy or had a KO. I literally came in second. I lost to the older woman. I believe the chance. When she started singing, I was like, why they put her up there? She's not even in my category. Like, you know what I mean? She sang about the children. And then it's all about the children. Yes. Of pride and make it easier. Let the children laughter remind us how we used to be. When she sang that, I decided long ago to what? Never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I believe. I believe. Yeah, she whooped that ass. She whooped that ass singing about the children. Man, when she sang that song, I knew I lost, man. I was so happy I came in second place, though. You should have saw her picture. She was a big woman, bro. When we took the picture, we looked like the word "it." She was just shit. And we were wearing the same color too, just like a misspelled word all together. I think she put an elbow on my head. She was big. You would have taken my first place. Like, they gave you a medallion. You know, like when they run the Olympics, they give you one of the medallions. Right. So they gave. So what she get? She got one trophy, like it looked like mine. Oh shit! So I had like this. I'm like, you almost got you. Almost got you. If you'd have missed the beat, I would have got you. If she had missed the children. If she would have sounded bad, because I go first. She sounded. I'm making jokes. I give props. I always give props and flowers to anyone. And when she sang, that's why I made that joke. I'm like, I know I lost. Yo, he was tight. I was like, they put her up? Why? I thought she was the organ lady. I thought she was gonna play the piano. Nah, they cheated. They said, yo, this dude is funny. Bring out the big gun. Bring out, what was the one from Norbit? Bring out the big girl, Broshika. What was her name? Broshiba? Rabushka. Rabushka. What was that name on Norbit? The one that came down the slide. Come on, guys, help me out. What's that name? Rabushka. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we're gonna have to Google that. Yeah. Like real talk. But it's ironic. Like in comedy, you get to do so many different. Like in a pandemic, I was a special. A lot of people who know John Mayer, and I got to shout out John Mayer. And you friend of mine, John, acted pandemic lockdown.
Yeah, people need to laugh.
The streets look like vanilla sky. It was empty. It was nobody in the street. Y'all was doing like 80 on the road because I never stopped working. I did like 80. That's before the cameras too. Ooh, we was having a good time out there. Anyway, right? From Queens to downtown Brooklyn, like 13. Yo, it was beautiful. And he said, nah, we're going to lock up kids in the club. We're going to get locked up. He's like, nah, they can't violate First Amendment right, freedom of speech. And I'm like, reach on, white boy. Reach on. Talk your talk, George. So he's like, we're not singing. We're not putting on performances. We're just talking. And I'm like, talk your talk, George. Talk your talk, George. We did in excess that year, 2019. I'm gonna tell you the location because lucky for us, we were private local.
Right.
That had an outside meeting area. So we did the social distancing. We did like, in the pandemic 2019.
Shit.
Then 2020.
I better scratch you.
And then 2020. And then 20. And all this time, like I make a joke about it, and I don't mean offended, but I was like a super. There was people on the outside of the line. There was some time that there was people outside, right? Outside the place we were at. And I'm like, we going to jail. We go to jail. So I made everyone come inside and stand on line against the glass.
You a super spreader, you
man, I was really feeling myself because here it is, we're in a pandemic, in a lockdown, and this lifestyle was
yes.
Because I even made a comment on Facebook. I said, it's not like I'm doing this show. They calling me. Like I don't got this guy's number. Hey, Kenny, do you mind hosting my show? Of course I will host your show. There's nobody on I can't go anywhere now. Like there's no traffic out here.
So let me ask you something. You know, you've been doing comedy for 19 years. What trend do you see, meaning like the difference from then to now? We're looking at everything comedy because people are getting like extra sensitive. So how do you handle that side of it?
Good question. But I'm going to answer how do I see the other point where it's not even about talent, not even about being funny. If I stand up here right now and I pour this show's going to...
Oh shit, I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah, and then you're going to kick my ass. It's going to go viral.
Yo.
And people would rather see the drama or something unexpected than to actually know who you are, hear your talents, hear the joke. How I see it moving now, it's evolved. Because the funny thing, they did a show and it was a viral comedian that wanted to do comedy, and they weren't as funny as they are on TV, on the internet. So it's a different transition, and what's changing it? The little sass, little Gen motherfucker, little Gen X says, your little gay face. You listen, man, you too sensitive, man. Him, her, him, sure, her, him, sure. Listen to me, sir. Ma'am, him, sure, sir, ma'am, him, whatever. Listen, you guys are too sensitive. It's I tell this joke one day on stage, and I turn, and sometimes when comedians do this as a way to, if I don't get a response, I may say, you know what I'm saying, sis?
Yeah.
Now you know what I mean, you'll giggle a little bit. It gives me a couple seconds to think again.
Right.
I said, you know what I'm saying, man? He said, I'm not a man, I'm a in the middle of my show, he does this. So I know what I see. I'm not being offensive. I know. Okay, I assume my eyes. I believe my eyes. So I saw this young man.
Right.
Presumably, he's a young man, right? But he identifies as a woman. How am I supposed to know this?
I totally understand.
I don't know this. So I said, you know what I'm saying, my man? He's like, I'm a woman. I'm like, all right, bro. He's not like that. The show went on. Luckily for me, I'm the host.
Right.
So the show went on, and then about the next comedian, but I tried to apologize to him. I was like, I apologize. I said, apologize. But look, you look like a man. I said, I'm sorry, man. You know what I'm gonna do, sir, ma'am? I'm gonna apologize in front of everybody. I gave the guy to like, get you. I need to come back. Right. So I get up there and I said, listen, and in no way, shape, or form ever try to. I want people to laugh. I want you to go, young lady. I apologize. I made an assumption of a young man. I know he's a young man. I know there's a boy. He's a boy. I know he's a boy. But for the sake of the show and my face and no drama, right? I had to conform to his ideology and mindset. And what's my problem with it? You can stop pushing it on.
Yeah.
I wasn't offensive. I wasn't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And you could have said that to me on the side. You said it at the middle of the show. I'm a girl. And I'm like, all right, my man, my bad. You know what I mean? And, right. And I did it. But I wanted you to laugh at it. He didn't laugh. That bothered me.
Mhm.
He didn't laugh.
So you think that moving forward there should be disclaimers? I mean, I'm trying to understand.
What are they gonna do? Walk around
because
with it on their chest?
I'm
Him, he, her,
listen,
shem, her?
I'm gonna keep it real
Them,
with
him,
you.
him.
Back in the days, we had comedies like White Chicks. You know what I mean? Like we had, you said Norbit.
Norbit.
We had, people
Nutty
like
Professor and all
yeah,
that stuff,
Nutty
yes.
Professor, and I mean now it's offensive to even talk about a fat person. Like, I think everybody has gotten so super sensitive. So it has changed the move or just the whole vibe of how comedy was, because now they're looking at it as a form of abuse. And for me, I'm trying to figure out, like, where does that put comedy? Because now it's like you have to use all these disclaimers.
You have to be responsible.
Right.
As a comic,
Right.
honestly, you should be responsible. Most comics will agree with me. The comics, and any of y'all that's doing that out there, that's on you. I don't like comics that disrespect the patrons that sit in the audience. I have no reason why. You were paid, or you were booked, or you came to the show to make laugh. If I say, right now you're wearing red, if I say, look at Barney over here, the crowd is gonna laugh.
Yeah.
But you're not wearing purple.
Mhm.
Guess what I just did? I ruined your afternoon. I embarrassed. I ruined your whole experience. You probably lost your appetite, all types of stuff. And now a room full of people are laughing at you that you have to walk past to go to the bathroom. That's wrong. My name could end up in lights. I'm on TV. You will immediately see, man,
Yeah.
whack. Remember Nutty Professor? What did Jada Pinkett say? I don't like him because her and the boyfriend got roasted the weekend before.
Yeah.
So it gives a bad taste in a person's mouth. So I don't respect that at all. So I try not to be respectful or offensive in any way. And this is a thing that I do in a lot of comics. I think about what you get. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there are people who are not versed where they don't have a vocabulary. I've booked people and I told them you can't curse at the show. They're like, oh, I can't do it. Let me get this straight.
What?
Let me get this straight. Like I will press you. I'll be like, let me get this straight.
Wow.
You can't curse. You telling me every word has to have a curse. You're not intelligent enough to
That's
change
crazy.
one word over to make it. And
No.
I've even given advice. I said, slow your comedy down. You can think about what oh, the man got his hand stuck in the Pringles. You know you're gonna say that. So say it slower. Or he got his hand and he got his hand stuck instead of his effing hand. You can change a word and it'll still give the same value. I've heard people say cursing makes the joke better. Put emphasis on the joke. But if you perform it with the emphasis, it's still gonna come out the same effect as opposed, man, that's a fucking nice hat, man. As opposed to me saying, that's a nice hat. Where'd you get it? You understand? I still gave you the same amount of energy without cursing.
Right.
There are people who I've heard don't do that, or they say it's too hard. But think about it. If you're sitting in you and the comic is up there, whatever coming out of your mouth, funny like a funny joke you just said, or is it coming out like what did he say? Oh, he dissing. He called her Barney. You know what I'm saying? It's what comes out of your mouth. You're responsible for what comes out of. You know you're gonna offend that. So why not do it? Why pick why pick violence? And then people don't even understand that. You've seen the videos, people get up out their chair.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would get out your chair. I won't offend people, but I will knock you with this mic. I will knock you. We both going to jail. Watch. We both handcuffed to each other. You see what happened? Why'd you come up there? You was gonna give me a hug? I didn't know that.
I didn't see shit. I
didn't know
did
you
not
could give me a
see
hug.
shit. You
Right on your head.
I didn't
You
see
see
none.
Cardi B throw it? Cardi B should have kept the string to it. She should have get over here. She should have. Cardi B bust that person too. I think it was a girl, right? Yeah, she threw it at the girl, and you heard it.
my
Microphone
God.
hit her chest. Box.
Yeah, you were like,
You heard it.
damn.
I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
Cardi, man. And then Cardi ready to fight. But she's a pretty woman, but she has ugly face.
Yo.
Cardi B's a pretty woman, but she has ugly faces.
You know your name.
And you be like, stop talking. Stop talking. I met somebody like that.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever thought about having workshops, like comedy workshops and stuff like that? Because you're getting older, and you spoke about having a legacy, by pinning your flyers and all these different things. And a lot of times, when people talk about moving forward, they tend to direct their energy towards the younger generation, the Gen X.
Luckily for them, I think that's slowing. I noticed. I'm not doing it. I would, because I always want that idea. So if you can help somebody, help them. It doesn't mean help. So I'm more than capable. You notice how quickly I can say, yeah, I'm not gonna sit to you. Can you rap? I'm like, I rap Christmas. I can't do no 7 bars. That's the con. But you're just like the first
Right.
young. A lot of people young. I always see myself. I had a taste. I had a gotta hold it.
There you go, licking them lips.
Why we lick our lips before we start?
Oh no, we needed the moisture.
What if it hurts you? Like, anyway, right? So I want to become an actor because when I got a taste of it, I played that I was bad. Or didn't it pass? So everybody
Lord.
knows me as a comedian. Thinking to myself,
So you's a funny pastor.
yeah, I think I'm gonna be a funny pastor.
Oh my
So I'm reading the script and I'm like, he kills himself. So, so I'm reading. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, he doesn't kill himself. He's about to kill him. Why you gonna kill himself? Oh, I got man. So I go back to the front, and apparently I was casted as Pastor Harris. Told me after 15 years, and they gave me a gun. So I'm thinking I'm gonna make the funniest jokes out of it ever. I'm like, oh, you bitch, I'm gonna kill you. I'm thinking of all of this stuff.
Right.
They said all of that's out the window. I have to be a little noble. I have to be a
Gotcha.
little humble. I'm like,
So you have to adapt.
Reserved,
you have to
yeah.
conform to that particular rule.
but you still have the rage.
Right.
And with their help, I learned how to channel my tears. Like, gotta find it from somewhere. They was like, find it from somewhere, and I'm like, no, got ran over by. When I channeled it, I thought of something dark, and they
Right.
said, run the line. So while I'm, if you think of something dark, you start. So I batted back. I was like, hold on, and did it. When I did it, and I opened my eyes, most of my cast members were crying. Oh, I might have something here.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
okay. Y'all don't have no money for the tip hat, nothing. I was like, you know what I mean? I cried. I did a good job. So when we performed it on stage, like I used to rehearse by myself, performed it on a big stage. That's when I knew, because the scene was I'm supposed to put the gun to my head, and an angel comes and saves me. And I am, and I actually did it while I was rehearsing in my house. Water gun. I was rehearsing in my house with my water gun, the orange one. I think it's a duck hunt gun. Anyway.
Was it a super soaker?
No, super soakers are not that small. Super soakers got to hold 2 hands. Especially if you got water in it. That's gonna hurt your
Extra
wrist.
pump.
It's gonna hurt your wrist.
Extra pump.
So I'm rehearsing it in my house, and I came up with a thought to end scene, and I putting the gun to instead of in my head, I ended up putting it in my mouth. And when I heard the crowd go, yeah, they're not expecting me. That's when I knew I wanted to be an actor. And luckily for me, I was recast same play as the same character, part 2 in performance. They did it in Atlanta, and it was the experience itself, being an actor, learning different. 7 months to teach. I can do it right now if I don't want to do it. I'll mess up my makeup, but that's not the point.
Yeah, we don't want that. You put a lot of work in them lips.
That's what actors, right? So,
Oh my God.
I did the scene again, and I knew it was like it solidified everything. Did a couple of things like web series like that, but the overall, I believe like you should have something, whether it's the bucket list or whatever. Like I want to jump out of an airplane. I'm gonna do it. Can't stop me. I just want you to either smack into the floor or when I land. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, if you smack into the floor, it's your
Oh shit.
I don't think so, but
I need to see the
yeah,
screen.
I don't think. I usually tell people, I'd rather you be sitting home with your remote. It's Kenny. Oh, that's my boy. And then you gonna tell somebody, yo, I know him, and you know what?
Right.
They're not gonna believe you. They're like, yeah, right. You know him. Yeah, that's my boy. Everybody's your boy now, huh? That's your boy. Oh, you ain't see the interview with the Stunkhouse Radio? Stunkhouse TV? You ain't see it? No, I didn't see that. It's just that one episode I see. I watch every episode, and you just so happen to have Funny Man Kennyken on there. When was it? Tell me the time. Yeah, I'm always with you. I didn't see. I'll be Albert do something like that.
So let me ask you this, right? I want to know what your day-to-day routine is like, because you just seem so disciplined. You seem very focused as to like, that you're gonna evolve into the silver screen, the acting. You know that comedy is who you are. But in order for you to evolve to that next stage, there's certain things that you need to do. I want to know what exactly you're doing in this moment to prepare you for that next stage.
I try to hold my craft in something that I started to do it as opposed to, and I don't have nothing put on, but some shows at a certain point in your life, you're not forced. It's like they say you want to be around, right? You want to be around other people. Or where the smart people, plenty of you can only do so much in one neighborhood. Basic coming out of your circle, your little bubble is what makes you as you start to learn force back. But I was walking the wrong way the whole time. In comedy, for me personally, I look every time I touch funny ears. Every time I touch them, my friend said to me, "Oh, I saw you before, and I saw you before." Okay. What you saw on you, there are no. I may use the same. I may blend it with the open toe joke that I do, blend it with a joke about pigeons in the park. So
those are some gangster pigeons.
Yeah, I had
New
a fight
York,
with
though.
one. I had a fight.
They got muscles and shit.
Yeah, they was gonna get me, but I ran.
Fuck.
Yeah, they almost. Almost don't count, right? Almost don't count. I left my lunch and everything. They can have that. they can have that. That's them. That's them. There's too much of them. Oh, I heard. What? I was out. But I'm a person who I discipline myself. Some people started from the bottom. Now you hit. I didn't go in. Like I told somebody, if I were to pass or whatever because of the work, not like somebody's been knocked for. Out of those 53 shows, I think 4 people called to all the restaurants. You know, having a community, like being in a community comedy, and who like. Most of the time, I don't even tell y'all some funny thing. I get pulled over by police coming up. I'm a comedian. I'll be driving home 2, 3 in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I get discriminated against all the time. Right? I get profiled all the time. So when they pull me over, have everything ready. All right, you didn't stop at that stop sign there. No stop sign, but I'm gonna let him finish his story, right? I'm gonna let him finish his story. I'm like, oh, wow. You know, I just come back from a comedy show. Comedian, funny man, Kenny. You're a comedian? No way. Yeah, make a joke about him. Like, if he sneezed, that button gonna hit you and break my windshield. And they start laughing because he's fat, right? Or whatever. Right. You know what I mean? I bet when he take his belt off, it sounds like a soda bottle open. You know, so I start making jokes on them, right? They love it. They didn't even walk to their car. I found out I had a suspended license. Thank God for the jokes.
I'm telling you.
Thank God for the joke. I was telling the jokes. he didn't walk back to his car. I was like, just don't walk back to the car. The computer take me. I'm not, hey, I got to work tomorrow. Yeah, but being a comedian and letting people know that, it gives people this different view of, I kind of like it, but a lot of times I don't. I came from Unda. Being a comedian is a plus. Having a nice car. My brother said one time, my older brother said, never meet a girl in a car, meet her on foot. That way, like you go out with her, having a car. No, and this is old days. Yeah. Now you gotta buy seafood. Let her take pictures of her food.
Well, listen.
Of her food. Like, let me ask you, ladies, y'all don't eat nothing now? We ain't been taking pictures of your food. Why don't you take pictures of the leftovers in the refrigerator? I just want to know, because I'm saying to myself, act like you never. We eating. Oh, why you ain't take a picture of what you ate tomorrow? God. What did you take? What was the picture of the breakfast? Huh? Yeah, because it was bagels with cream cheese and jelly, non-toasted.
So your girlfriend takes pictures of her food?
I don't know. A lot of people do.
I don't. I don't give a fuck. I just want to get it.
When I say stupid, it's like, okay, you taking a picture of you, but then is that like
it's getting cold? Yeah, like that's it.
Why didn't you just eat it?
Because I'm a perfectionist. So if I'm taking a picture, I'm gonna want to make sure that the lighting right and this, you know, it's all these different angles. My shit is getting cold.
I just pressed the click button. These people pressing buttons, the screen change. I see infrared light, everything, and I'm like,
yeah,
that's for a picture of
it's
that's a starter.
Cold.
That's the starter. You took a picture of the starter. Like, that's not even the main course. We eat and sorry if y'all take this offensively. I'm gonna make jokes. If you were in a hospital bed and you they go beep beep, machine next to you make beep 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 and be taking pictures. Post.
Oh my God.
Let the IV kick in.
Oh my.
Does work.
Oh my God.
Why, they told you to rest. Why are you holding the phone? You ever hold the phone so long
that is actually crazy though.
That you took pictures. And then sometimes I think it's set up, but I'm not going to make no fun of nobody. They be having a little white thing in their nose and they be like, dude, getting stronger. And I'm like, what happened? What happened? I saw you yesterday. What happened? Whatever, you know, whatever.
Oh my God.
There's always something. And you're like, I don't know. So,
oh wow.
I'm just laughing at it. I laugh at a lot of things. They said if you get in a fight nowadays and you're probably getting your ass ad, this is someone helping you and you going viral. No one will help you, but you will go viral. Like, oh, they got sound effects too. Oh, oh, yo, young G, get up. Oh, don't let him do that to you. He picked up a garbage can. Oh, you're like, what? You ain't help me. It just said 9 people kicked my ass. I'm 5'5". You're like, 9 niggas kicked my ass. They was holding me with a like,
you know, I am very interested to know what it's like being your girlfriend. I don't know. I think that would be an interesting situation.
It's funny. I said that one day. I said, I wonder how you perceive my girlfriend. I wonder how you perceive me. Because I make jokes. We barely argue, barely fight because I'm a funny person. And I'm not a drama, hold grudge. I try not to do bad.
What's your sign?
Let me tell you.
Oh, God.
If you're going to read my sign.
What's your sign? Oh, God. Ugh. Oh, my God.
What's the bad stuff?
Ugh.
What's on the place? Water. I like water. If you don't drink it, you're going to die. Let me tell you the funny stuff. Go ahead. Let me tell you why I did. You ever had somebody and you tell
I knew the way you radiate your energy, it comes from you.
Here's the funny thing. I lied. That is not my sign. I am not no Pisces.
Oh, thank God.
Because I be wanting to pull the bull crap out of it. They be like, I knew
that about you. I can feel
They could feel the water.
no, you a fish sign.
I be like, I let them tell me all that lie. I be like, for real, word.
Yeah. And you float
You
with things.
float-
And then I be like, you know, I was lying, right?
What are you?
Oh fuck, that is even worse. You
Here's
Polar as
the crazy
fuck.
thing about that. People say we're bipolar, right?
You're bipolar as fuck.
Here's the thing.
No wonder he's a funny man. He be conjuring fucking personalities.
Tell him.
Like the fuck?
Yes, you better listen to what you better listen to your girl.
Woo woo.
No wonder I'm the funny man. Because you have to think about people who are extremely nice, extremely funny. What happens when that person gets mad? I tell people like this. It's like the David Banner and Incredible Hulk situation. That's just serious. One thing about me, it doesn't take a lot. Okay? I'm real patient. You could say something to me, I won't get upset, but I'll listen. I'm seeing where you're intentionally doing this. And if I don't think it's funny, I'm not gonna laugh. Sometimes I'll take a shot at you. I'm like, you know, I'm the only comedian.
Right.
Like, you need to stop. They're gonna boo you. You know, I'll say something to you to make you think about what you're saying.
Right.
But it's with anybody. There's a reaction. You do something to someone's gonna. It depends on how they. We said that. Difference between you, how you react is you got slapped or punched or beat up. What did you do after that? After reaction, you got disrespected. What you did after shows whether you're a humble person who think Gemini be crazy. So you would open hand slap.
Y'all
in
just schizo.
mindset, they thinking, oh, we would fight. No, I would question.
Y'all just schizo.
I'd be like, what?
Today is
I thought
one
you liked my
person.
lips.
Today is Kenny, and then tomorrow is man. You're like, the fuck? Who are you? What are you?
Actually, it's not. I'm honest. It isn't like that. What it is for me is, you're right. I have a more serious side. The more serious side is I'm a dad. I work. I work a normal job.
As what?
I do maintenance. I'm gonna connect. Put up the hook. Guess it. I'm put up. Like, why you ain't connected? That's not what they paid me for to do. That's not my job. You see these wires? They're not connected. You know why them two wires ain't connected? that's not a job to connect that.
It wasn't
He
on
said,
the-
just put the light there. He said, but what about the plug? That's not my job. Next thing you know, I plug it. It breaks. You're mad at me. No, that's not my job. Told me to bring the light. You see it works. Ta! It works. Right? I'm not plugging it in. Nah, that's what I do. I be plugging people's ACs in, right? I went to a lady in my building. I put an AC in her window. I ain't plug it in. They called me. They said, why you didn't put the AC in? I said, what happened? I go upstairs. Lady been pushing the button the whole time. She don't realize it's not plugged. She's like, oh, there's a wrong with it. There's a wrong with it. I don't know what's wrong. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, I want to look stupid. That's what I want to say because I'm a comedian. But
Right.
I said, let me check it out. Let a man handle this.
Right.
Give me some water. Do something, lady. And I plugged it in. And I was like,
Okay, you got some
I'm
muscles.
like, and it started to work. And she was like,
You're such a lifesaver. Hold on, baby. Let
Oh
me give
Lord,
you
not
something.
the bosom, not the
Let me give you
bosom.
something.
I'm like, put it right here, baby. Put it in my hand. I don't
Oh
care
my
about
God.
the water and this moisture.
The moisture,
Put it here.
was it
I will put it on.
sappy? It was damp,
Man, it almost faded away.
like a wet wipe.
It almost faded away. I didn't know if it was a 20 or if it was 200. I don't know what was
Get
going on
them
there.
sappy.
I didn't know what was going on. She just gave me it. I spread it out and let it dry.
You put it to dry. You put clothespins and everything.
No, I just leave it on concrete, man.
Jesus.
Brown paper bag dries it quick. She said,
Let me get you something, baby.
Oh my God.
Pull out the-
Oh my God.
yeah, sometimes the titty come with it. I don't mind. Because the lady pulled the money out from the side boob
How
one time.
old was this TT?
Oh, she was old.
This is what I'm saying.
I know she wants some of it, but I'm not
So
giving
that
her.
no, that
I'm not
shit
gonna
is
give her none.
powder.
Because no, the money was not powder. I don't know. The money was moist. That shit was damp as hell. I didn't even want to handle it wrong. You might have, you touch paper too hard and your finger go through it.
Right.
So I grabbed it. I didn't want to
Oh,
unravel it.
shit.
That's how scared I was. Like,
It
damn.
was that weather.
Yeah, it was hot. It was summertime.
Right?
She gave me, I had to put AC in it.
Oh my God.
But she wasn't. Why she didn't plug it in? That's not my job.
I think she
That's
wanted.
not my job. To
She
plug it in.
wanted you to come and plug it in so she could give you some sappy TTs.
Better not.
I mean, you take the money, you damn whore.
Yeah, I took the money because I plugged your thing in.
You understand? You. This is what I'm saying.
I plugged your AC. If I didn't plug that in,
You
she would have
plug it
melted
in,
in that
right?
apartment. She would have melted in that apartment. I walked in there, she looked like she looked like a crystal ball. She was just glistening. She was all shiny. she looked like melted chocolate. I was like, you all right, lady? She was like, so hot. So hot. I said, why don't you drink water? I'm gonna get us. Plugged it in. And I was like, it's working. She's like, good, like, let me give you some. Yeah, bosom money.
Wow.
I remember that. I take it. What's the problem? I take it. Money's money. What
Did you smell it?
Of course, I smelled it to make sure I could put it was edible.
What
to
did
put
it
in my
smell
pocket.
like?
Make sure it was good enough to put in
What
my pocket.
did it smell like?
It smelled like dry powder. Women always put powder under their titties. Always. They lift one titty up and they go blah 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 blah. They lift the next titty up, blah 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 blah. Then they put the titty down. Then they put the bra. You think I don't know? You think I don't know? They wrap it around their back. Yeah, yeah. And then they put it.
I gotta hold you up. I'm like,
Oh my god, yo, I just can't with you. I think it's about that time where you take over. To be honest, you ready for that?
Y'all want me to take over?
Yeah, why not? Listen. You can't handle all of this. Don't act like you could take it down. It ain't happening, buddy. Okay. So
Those of you at
we
home,
coming back in a few,
that's how it's
and he going and take over the session and lay it down, make you laugh till your belly start to cramp, make you feel sweet and sexy on the inside, and scream for Kenny some more. Boom. Right here on Skunk HTV. You know.